What's up, guys? And today we're going to go over a MAL list. And for anyone that doesn't know what MAL is, it is my anime list. And basically, it's a place where you can compile all the shows you watched and rank them from on a scale of 1 to 10. And then it gives you like a nifty little list that looks really cool and that whatnot. I stole this idea from Joy the Anime Man, and he probably stole it from somewhere else, but we're not gonna go over anyone's MAL list. It's gonna go over my MAL list, so you guys can judge me on my terrible taste. To start off at the top, we have Hayasaka saying "Hey Hey," iconic,
Hey, hey!
and we have Elena from Wandering Witch Elena. Already off the top, 10 out of 10. So, getting into our 10 out of 10s, I'm not gonna say too much about any of the shows because I don't want this video being an hour and a half. So off the top, we have Code Geass, R1, R2. Probably the best mech show I've ever seen in my life. Super enjoyable. And after that, we have Toradora. Toradora was the basis for modded rom-coms to be as good as they are now. And I would, like I said right here, it's a 10 out of 10. Fuck you, fight me. I will die on the hill. Your Lie in April. Absolutely amazing show. Why have I not said about it, right? Origairu, second season. Specifically. Amazing. Absolutely amazing rom-com. Kimi no Nawa, one of the best films I've ever seen in my life. Then we have Violet Evergarden, one of the best slice of life series I've ever seen in my life. Pancreas, absolutely amazing film. Amazing film. Saikano movie. One of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen, ever. And I mean ever. Then we have Violet Evergarden movie. Peak fiction right there, baby. Keep going. We got some Ghibli films. We got Spirited Away, Brotherhood. So Brotherhood, I do not think it's a 10 out of 10, but I do love Full Metal Alchemist. I would definitely say that. It was really enjoyable, and it was the anime that got me into anime. So I hold it in a very special place in my heart. Got Chihayafuru, one of the most underrated sports animes of all time. Highly recommend it. Even if you're not on Karta, I highly recommend Chihayafuru because I didn't even know what Karta was before I watched it. But I highly recommend it. Hunter x Hunter, got some big names. Fate series. Got Attack on Titan. That's controversial being in the lines, I guess. I don't know. Got Sakano 1 and 2. Got Assassination Classroom. Silent Voice. Great movie. Great movie. Not as good as Kimi no Nawa and Pancreas in my opinion, but great movie. Diamond No Ace. Oh my gosh. This sports anime is amazing. I'm not even into baseball. And I really enjoy Diamond No Ace. Bunny Girl. Only anime that ever traumatized me. Probably not the case anymore, but Bunny Girl is really, really good. Vinland Saga. We all know about Vinland Saga. Weather in You, another Makoto Shinkai film. Super good. ReZero. Probably the best written isekai I've ever watched. And I think a lot of people can testify for that. Subaru's journey was just really, really long, to be honest, but it was really enjoyable, and it's not even over. I'm pretty sure the anime is not even halfway over, so that should be a good watch to finally finish that. If they do finish that for anime, we got Love Is War. We have one of the best original animes I've ever watched in Vivi Fluorite Ice Song. Jeez, this anime was wild. The fact that it's an idol that is a robot, and to have a robot from 100 years in the future for her go back into the past just to tell her about how robots are going to take over the world. If you told me that synopsis, I would be like, what? Where is it? Let me watch it right now. Really good. Highly recommend. quintessential quintuplets. So people didn't like the ending because of how they. I don't understand how people didn't like the ending. It was obviously only one girl was gonna win. But Nino's best girl, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm sad. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say. 86 is one of the best shows I have watched. I think it's actually, off the top of my head, I'm gonna say is the best anime I watched last year. The parallel between Lena and Shin is one of the best parallels I have ever seen in my life. And I think I can make an entire fucking video off it. And I might just do that because it's amazing. Takagi, one of the best slice of life I've ever seen. Super cute, super adorable. Romantic Killer? Bro, Romantic Killer came out recently, actually, in October. It got released, all 12 episodes. Or is it 13? All released at the same time on Netflix. And I couldn't stop laughing. It was that funny. Super enjoyable. Highly recommend. Now, if we're talking about like underrated shows that I highly recommend, this is one of them. The Ambition of Oda Nobuna. Super hilarious. It's basically about a guy that's really into Japan history, ancient history, about Nobunaga. So he wakes up one day and he gets transferred back in time. But instead of it just being normal, like a normal back in time isekai, all of the historical head figures, like Nobunaga, are female. So it makes it for a really funny plot. We have Soccer So, made an entire video on that. Love Soccer So. Kami-sama, one of the best shoujos I've ever seen in my life. Nisekoi, love Nisekoi. We got Pokemon. We have a lot of Pokemon on the list. I grew up watching Pokemon, and I love Pokemon to death. We have Shokugeki, one of my favorite shows of all time, and I can't even tell you why, to be honest. I don't know. I just love Soma, and I love Erina, and I love the competitions. It's basically a battle arc, over and over and over. Amazing. Got Haikyuu, got Snow White, got Black Clover, one of the best new gens. And Asta's journey is so inspiring. Ignore High School DxD here. Ignore that. We move on. Just Because is one of the best romances I have ever seen. And I still love Komiya to this day. Komiya is one of the best side characters I have ever seen in my life. And I'm not. We move on. 3D Kanojo, Shoujo. Oh, I'm talking about a lot of shoujos. Shoujos are good, bro. Konoto Tomari is another underrated show that I highly, highly recommend. It's basically, I forget the name of the actual instrument, but it's a music anime, and it's really touching and really inspiring, and I highly recommend it because it's very slice of life-esque, and it's really enjoyable. Boku no Hero Academia, obviously, it's one of the best new gens. I haven't watched the 5th or 6th season, so don't even try, but it's really enjoyable. Same with Fire Force, really good new gen, highly recommend. Moving on, Mushoku Tensei, not even going to try to talk about that. Not even. Smile Down the Runway is one of the best shows I've watched, I think, in the past month. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not even into fashion, but the passion that Chiyuki, oh my god, what is his name? And I'm just gonna call him Bob. And Bob having the craft is all inspiring, and I love every moment of it. It was super enjoyable. We got Demon Slayer, we got Juju. I don't even want to say too much about that. Fairy Tail, oh my gosh. Fairy Tail was one of those shows that I like early on, and so it has a special place in my heart. Fairy Tail Final Season 100 Quests is what Fairy Tail could have been, writing wise, and obviously over time people are going to progress like Hiramashima has done for Fairy Tail final season and 100 Quest. That's what Fairy Tail could have been, obviously. And now his best series is Eden Zero, which is being written right now. It's amazing. I highly recommend Eden Zero and Fairy Tail. Got Hyoka, one of the most underrated slice of lives, I think. It's like, it's very unique in the premise that it's a mystery slice of life. And it's not even mystery, it's like just episodic mystery, and I love it. I love every moment of it. Here's another underrated show that I highly recommend. Autumn on the Sky. It's basically about Ita Solork, he's a military genius. He just doesn't want to be a military genius. So it makes for a really interesting plot, and I really highly recommend it. We're in the 7s now. We got Ballroom. I finished that in a day. Really enjoyable. We got Woltakoi. We got 10 centimeters apart. Dr. Stone. Arate. Tomozaki. Really good shows. Highly recommend those. Now we're in the 6s. Got Soul Eater. Got 5 centimeters per second. That show is not Makoto Shinkai's best. Let's just say that. Haunting Bado is about a badminton anime. So it could have been one of the best sports anime I've ever watched. It's just they didn't give enough time. If they got a 24 episode anime season and they actually followed the manga, it could have been a lot better. 5. Okay, now we're getting to the bad stuff. This is controversial stuff. So, Tokyo Ghoul, first season, trash. Second season, trash. Manga, haven't read it. Don't tell me about the manga. No game, no life. If you think this is good, I do not trust your opinion. Don't ever talk to me. Awari no Seraph. Ass. Only reason I finished it was for Shinoa. Ass. Don't ever tell me Seraph at the end is good. I won't believe you. Gamers, guilty pleasure right there. Chizuru Children, very cute. Let me introduce you to the worst anime movie I ever watched. The Murder Kiss of Hana and Alice. A terrible film. Watch this at your own discretion. So, overall, I think it gives a rating of 2 out of 10.